We the people.
For the people.
By the people. The Constitution derives its power not from a king or a congress, but from the people themselves. This concept of popular sovereignty, power to the people, is the foundation upon which the entire Constitution depends.
India is a country which takes pride in being diverse. We have different religions, cultures, cuisines, customs, clothing styles, and different languages in our country. After our freedom struggle, we got independence on August 15, 1947. Many doubted our ability to stand up and be the great nation that we are today. Divide and conquer, they thought, but we have proven them wrong. And here we are today, with this diversity being our strength. But what is it that keeps us united? Our Constitution. The fundamental rights that have been given to us by the Constitution of India that keep us united, democratic and prosperous.
So, what are the fundamental rights and are they absolute? The fundamental rights are basic rights guaranteed to all citizens of India by the Constitution. Now, fundamental rights are enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution, which is Article 12 to 35. However, these rights are not absolute but subject to reasonable restrictions. The Constitution of India guarantees 7 fundamental rights to every citizen of India.
Let's understand these 7 rights. First, right to equality. It guarantees equality before law and equal protection before laws. It prohibits any kind of discrimination on certain grounds such as your religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. It ensures everyone is given equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. It also abolishes untouchability and prohibits its practice. Thus, everyone should be treated equally regardless of their background. For example, companies cannot discriminate. One must be hired based on merit, talent, and experience.
The right to freedom. Under this, citizens have the right to freedom of expression and speech, assembly, association, movement, residence, and profession. All these rights are protected against only state action and not private individuals. It also has the right to liberty in it and grants several safeguards to citizens like protection to persons who are arrested or detained. For example, in our society, we have the right to drive a car. We exercise this privilege to drive by taking the responsibility to learn how to drive, get a license, have a car, and the financial obligations that ensue. Then we have the freedom to drive.
Third, right against exploitation. Under this right, things like human trafficking, forced labor, and other similar forms of forced labor are prohibited. It also prohibits the employment of minor children below the age of 14 years in any time, factory or other hazardous activities like construction work or railway. Simply put, one cannot be exploited in any form by the state or any other entity because of the right against exploitation.
Right to freedom of religion. This gives us the right to freely practice, propagate and profess any religion of our choice. This right means freedom to choose, follow and promote the religion of your choice without any fear, favor or any kind of pressure to do so by anyone. Every person has the right to worship or offer prayers at any place of worship, be it a temple, church, mosque, gurudwara or any other religious institution.
Fifth, cultural and educational rights. This gives us the right to conserve and follow our diverse scripts, cultures, traditions and languages. Under this, no citizen shall be denied admission into any educational institution maintained by the state or receiving aid out of the state funds on grounds of only caste, language, religion and race. All minorities shall have the right to administer and establish educational institutions of their choices. For example, you can't be denied admission in any state-run educational institutes. Admission is based on merit and talent.
Right to constitutional remedies. This is the most important right of all. This is because the right to constitutional remedies of the Indian Constitution ensures that citizens have access to justice and can seek redressal for the violation of their fundamental rights. Simply put, if any of your rights are violated by the state or anyone else, then you may use this particular right to redress them by going to the judiciary. For example, if you are denied bail unfairly, then you can appeal in court. According to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who headed the committee drafting the Constitution, the right to constitutional remedies is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution.
7th, right to privacy. This is a recent addition. On August 24, 2017, the Supreme Court unanimously recognized privacy as a fundamental right guaranteed by the Constitution. The bench unanimously recognized a fundamental right to privacy of every individual guaranteed by the Constitution within Article 21 in particular and Part 3 of the whole. For example, the state or the government cannot tap your phone unless it is done in accordance with the law and with adequate safeguards. Doing so will be a violation of the right to privacy.
This is not an exhaustive list of rights and responsibilities. Are our fundamental rights absolute? Now, all these rights are not absolute, as we explained earlier. One can't use them to spread enmity, communalism, hatred, or any kind of disaffection in society. These rights are usually waived during declared emergencies.